Hi everyone. Today in Let's Raise Good Kids, I want to talk about helping young children deal with setback and challenges. Now this is a very vast topic and it's almost impossible to deal with it even in 1, 2 or 3 videos. So I'm just going to tackle a small part of it with a few points that you can keep in mind. Now the first is when your child comes to you with maybe a piece of art or a poem they've written or some sort of song they've learned or dance, you need to tone down the praise. Don't go overboard in praising them and making them feel like they're, Picassos with every little piece. Because then what happens tomorrow is they think they're the best because that is the validation they're getting from you. And then when in class they don't do so well or in an art class, this, will make them confused. Give them realistic feedback and give them actionable points that they can do. You can tell them that you could have done this better like that, or maybe this would be better like that, so that they can also understand that they need to work on it. But the one thing that you must do is always praise the effort that the child has put into it. Now second, let's take an example about maybe your child not getting through a sports team or some sort of a co-curricular activity. So how do you handle that? Now don't jump in to go and fight with the coach or tell the child, no, you're the best, the teacher doesn't know. Again, mixed signals, confuse the child. What you should do is encourage the child to try again. Say never mind, you tried, but keep practicing, try again. Encourage the child to maybe try new activities so that maybe they find something else that they're good at, but also to keep doing this because it's important to build that resilience as well. I read in an article in Parents Magazine and that really stayed with me. You need to be your child's guide, not their savior. So let them brainstorm and come up with the solutions as much as possible instead of you always offering a solution to jump in for them. Another point is to manage their expectations. So suppose you've made a plan for the children to go somewhere, a picnic or something. Don't tell them about it too much in advance so that they'll keep thinking about it and building their expectations over the whole week. Tell them only a day or so before, especially when they're younger. They don't need to know so much in advance. And then also tell them that we may go, let's see, keep it tentative so that if for any reason it doesn't work out, you don't have this whole mountain of emotions and crying to deal with. So keep it realistic. Through all of this, the most important thing to do is to always offer unconditional love. Don't take it for granted and think that my child knows I love them. No. You must tell your child it doesn't matter if you made it to the team or not. It doesn't matter that you did this or not. You put in your effort, that's all that's important. Irrespective, we love you. So must make that child very secure that it doesn't matter if I couldn't do this or achieve this, my parents love me unconditionally. Now another thing that you can do is show them examples in your own life. So how do you handle disappointments? Do you cope with it in a healthy way? Do you get into a flutter and do you get all hassled? Because then you're not showing healthy coping mechanisms to them to learn from. The second is always share stories of your own life, maybe your own setbacks, your challenges, where you didn't get the job you wanted or you didn't get into the college or whatever it was. And that way show them how you cope, and this will also send a subliminal message to them that, this too shall pass and it is not permanent. So talking about your own life with children also gives them a lot of, encouragement and support without you even realizing it. Now, the only time that I think parents should step in is when there is serious danger. If your child is being forced to get into the swimming pool and he or she is very uncomfortable with swimming, maybe you need to speak to the teacher. Second is when there is any, signs of bullying. Again, don't wait for the matter to escalate. Step in. The third is when you feel that your child is undergoing serious anxiety and this is affecting his or her day-to-day life. But as a parent, we all know when we need to step in and when we need to let the child come up with their own solutions, let them handle it in their own way. Because remember that setbacks are what children use to springboard to future success. So don't think of setbacks and challenges as negative. If you manage it well, it really helps your child become stronger.